Just going to wait for my notification to come up on my cell phone. That way I know everybody has gotten it. And there we go. So I just want to turn it down so you don't have to hear it. And if you're watching, you'll see it like this on your phone, but if you turn your phone this way, you'll get a better picture that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and if you're watching this on YouTube after I post it there, please subscribe to my channel, and that way you'll know when I put new videos out there. So for you Facebook viewers, please do this and go to Liz's Craft page and like and follow, and then set your notifications so that you'll be notified when I go live. So I just appreciate all my friends being here, and today we're going to be working with Magnolia Design Co. stencils. So I put my link in the description for this particular stencil, which is Hangry, and it's an adjective, a state of anger and irritability caused by lack of food, hunger, causing a negative emotional state. So we're going to do this on one of these boards here that I got at Goodwill. And I did coat this board first with this Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Cover Matte Clear sealer, so that my stencil, the chalk paste, would not run into the cracks, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. I just did one coat. You want to make sure you use this outside because it is very smelly. Okay, so this is a brand new stencil for me. I have never used it, and I'm putting it on a board, so I want to fuzz it first. These stencils from Magnolia are very sticky. They're reusable, and as long as you take care of them, you can reuse them over and over and over and over. So for the price and the amount of times that you can use them, they're very affordable. And if this is your first time seeing Magnolia stencils, then please go to my link, check it out, and if you do decide to order, please use my links, because I do get a little percentage. And if you're not sure which stencil you want to buy, I would go with a stencil that has several different little stencils in a pack. That way they're very versatile, and you know, for the amount of stenciling that you get, it is definitely worth your money. And I would get a chalk paste, at least one chalk paste, one stencil, and a squeegee to put your chalk paste on with, and then maybe, well, you can get a regular sponge to clean your stencil with. So just to start out with, I would definitely get a stencil with several different little stencils in it, and some chalk paste, and a squeegee. Okay, so these squeegees actually, it's a little bit longer, and you can cut them into pieces so that they're easier to work with. So I just put my stencil on this board. Now there is a dark spot on the board here, but we're going to be covering that with a bow. So I'm not going to worry about that. So I have my stencil on my board where I want it. I'm just smoothing it down. And then we're going to use this coal black chalk paste. And I did put the link for the stencil and the chalk paste in the description. And when I get off the live, I will also put it in the comments. So I'm just going to take some of this chalk paste onto my squeegee, and I'm going to push it through the screen portion of my stencil. These are very easy stencils to use, and they turn out wonderful. So I'm just going to take off the excess from my stencil, and I'm going to put it back in the jar. And then two, I'm going to add a couple squirts of distilled water into my chalk paste just so it doesn't dry out. Now, if your chalk paste does get dry, all you need to do is put distilled water in it, stir it up, keep stirring it until it's the consistency of yogurt or sour cream. Okay, so let me show you what we have. And you don't want to pull up your stencils from the corner. You want to start it at the corner, but then you want to pull it from the middle. That way you're not distorting your stencil. So look at that. Isn't that wonderful? That is beautiful. I love that. And this would be something really nice to hang on your kitchen wall. Maybe by your dining room table or something. Or you could give it to someone as a gift. I guess they would get a kick out of it. And because I did spray this with my clear matte sealer, look at that, it didn't bleed in the cracks. So I do advise, if you're going to be putting it on a piece of wood that's not real smooth, to spray it first with the sealer. Okay, so I'm just going to move these out of the way. And then I'm going to dry this a little bit with my heat gun. The chalk paste does dry quickly. I just don't want to mess it up when I start to put my beads and my my bow on. And this is just a really quick, really simple home decor hanging for your kitchen that you can do. I mean, very quickly. You can give this to someone as a gift, and you know, they'll think, oh my gosh, you paid a lot of money for that, but you really didn't. I'm sure this board was no more than a couple of dollars at the Goodwill store. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to work on my bow. So what I have here is this buffalo check ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I have this ribbon from the Dollar Tree. It says country, family, home, moo. It has a cow on it. It says cluck. It has a pig, a farm. It has a chicken, just different animals, farm animals and all that on it. So I thought, you know, for the kitchen, this would be really cute. And then I just have this yarn with little white puffs on it. I think I got this at the Dollar Tree years ago. So I'm just going to make a cute bow for this. And I'm going to leave a little bit of it hanging down. So I'm going to do a loop here. And since it's the same on both sides, I don't have to twist it. So I do a loop on one side and a loop on the other side. And you want to make sure that your loops are about the same size as you go along. So on one side and then on the other side. And I'll probably do 3 loops on each side. And then I want a piece to hang down. So just like this. Just a cute little quick bow. And then I'm just going to use this for my tie. I think I have enough. You know what? Let me get another piece here. Okay, so I just have this jute here that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to use a piece of it. And so I am going to fold this jute in half. And then I'm going to take the ends up through the loop, pull it tight in the back, and then I'm going to tie a knot in it. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off the end of my ribbon, my buffalo check, and I'm going to do the dog ears, I believe is what it's called, on both ends of the ribbon. And I'm not sure if I said this. I think I did, but I'm not sure. If you're watching this on YouTube, when I put it on there, if you hit the subscribe button, I believe you get notifications each time I put a new video out there. I'm not totally sure, but I think that's how it works. Okay, so we just have this cute little easy bow, and this is wired ribbon, so it's easy to fluff it out. And then I'm just going to cut off my jute ends here. I'm going to make a simple bow with my farmhouse ribbon here. Just one, like you're tying a shoe. And if you're hopping on, I would love to know who you are. You could just say hi and let me know where you're watching from. That would be great. Okay, so this is going to go right in the middle there. And I am going to cut the ends of this ribbon just in a point. So just like that. So that's going to go in the center, and then I went to add some of this to it. So I'm just going to wrap this a couple times. I want it in to hang down, so I'm just going to wrap this probably 4 times, and I want my ends to be on opposite sides. So just like that, and then I'm going to take a piece of it. Let me move this out of the way, and then just tie it. And then those ends can also hang down. Okay, so I'm just going to tie this in a knot. And then I'll have those ends, all these ends hanging down. So just a cute little bow out of this yarn. Okay, so we're going to put our bow, and I'm going to put it right on this spot right here, right there. And we might need to trim this end here a little bit. We'll see. Just going to put this right there. I'm going to hold it down for a few seconds. Then I will put my farm bow right in the middle of that. So I'm just going to add some hot glue on top of the buffalo check ribbon that I put down. I'm going to hold this for a few seconds. And as you can see, this project is really quick, really simple. It doesn't take a lot of time or effort, and it turns out really nice. And it would make a really nice gift for someone. And I think I will go ahead and cut the end of this one just a little bit. Just like that. And then we will add this little bow right in the center of our farmhouse bow. So I like the idea of just the black and the white. So this is what we have so far, and then we're going to add a hanger to it. Now, there is no Nothing on the back here. You could put a sawtooth hanger on here if you wanted to, but I want to put a bead hanger on it. And I'm gonna trim these up so they're above the word. So I'm just gonna cut this off. So there we have it. You can see the words now. So just like that. So I just have this piece of jute left over from another project, and I have 8 beads here, and these are just white beads that, what were they on? Oh, they were on a strand that was on sale for the 4th of July. So it had big red and blue pom-poms and then these white beads on it. So when you're stringing beads for a hanger, you want to go with an even number so that what you're hanging it on, like the nail, will be in between the beads. And that way it will hang correctly. So I'm just going to have a piece of this right here, and I'm just going to glue it down right here. And then I have this little strip of material that I'm going to put over top of it. I'm going to glue it on there, and that way it'll just hold it in place. It just gives it a little extra support. So I'm putting a strip of glue down behind the jute, and then I'm putting glue on top of the jute so that I can put my strip of material on top of it. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Let me go ahead and glue this end down. So this is just another way to give it some extra support, especially when you know the beads are going to be, you know, pretty heavy. So then you want to put your other piece on there on the other side. So you just do the same thing. Just put down a strip of glue. Put your jute on top of it. And then put you some glue on top of the jute. And put your material on top of that. And then just press your piece of material down, and then make sure you have the ends of it glued down. And then just trim up your jute end, and then there you have it right here. So you have both of those right there. And then when you hang it on a nail between the beads there. So this is what we have for today. Isn't that really cute? So it's hangry, which is an adjective, a state of anger and irritability caused by lack of food, hunger causing a negative emotional state. But isn't that just a cute little sign that you can make for almost nothing? I will hang this on the wall, and I'll take a picture of it, and I will put it on Liz's craft page. And if you guys make any crafts, please feel free to share a picture of your crafts on Liz's craft page. I would love to see what you make. And I just thank you all for supporting me in my crafting. I just started doing this when COVID came around, and I do really enjoy it. So I will be back here tomorrow live at 11:30. I'll have another craft for you. Don't exactly know what it's going to be, but we'll figure it out. But until then, keep crafting.